Hello and welcome to Novice Chess. We're going to do some kibitzing here, and I wanted to take a look at ChessNetwork versus Computer for Impossible here on chess.com. And I know ChessNetwork actually uploads some of his footage, but I think there's a lot of footage that he doesn't upload, so I figured people may want to see that as well. The only problem being, there's no commentary available for a lot of the matches that he plays but never goes over. So let's see if we can do some novice kibitzing here. This is probably a little bit more complicated than I'm qualified to explain, but I'll try my best here. So earlier in the game, Black had a lot of pressure on e4 here, and eventually was able to establish a pawn. So my thoughts are, is Black able to put pressure on f2 here? Notice that this pawn is potentially stopping an f3 push. Okay, now this is even weaker. So the computer may try to establish either a piece on f3, hoping to later on put pressure on f2, or could just immediately put pressure on it. This is probably the weakest pawn in White's position, and the biggest weakness of White's position, I guess. So we'll see what Black does here. Meanwhile, what does White have? White has control over the C file, although I'm not sure that that's worth anything. These pawns are potentially weak, but notice the lateral defense here. It looks like Black is relatively solid. The only thing I can think of is potential back rank issues, but that doesn't seem to be an immediate problem. So what is the point? Right, White needs to stay nearby to defend this rook, obviously. Right, so now White is looking to trade queens off because Black's queen was just really powerful on f3. This is interesting. Black improving the king position now, probably going to come out soon, maybe with some pawn moves first, either. Okay. Wow. So White is down a pawn here, but this pawn is doubled, so I'd say the main disadvantage is time here. But otherwise, I think actually Black could draw. Sorry, White could draw if he had more time. But then again, Chess Network Jerry is quite quick with a low amount of time, but it's tough to be accurate in the end game and quick. It's usually one or the other. Okay, so there's an increment. So actually, Jerry should be fine here. Yeah, I didn't realize this was 5-2. This should be completely fine. And a draw. Interesting. So white just getting his pawn a little bit further just in case he can somehow chop this h7 pawn. Can white get in here, or no? It doesn't really do anything. Yes, but I mean this pawn is passed, but black's rooks are tied down, so it's hard to imagine progress being made. Wow. Black, I guess, playing for the win here. Jerry has to be careful with time. He has to be very careful. Yes. Right. What's... Ah, white loses a pawn here. Rook takes... Oh, white loses... This is just a loss. Yeah. So, rook takes... Rook check... King... King... Okay, so it looks like white is... the computer is white here, so... Should be a pretty good match here. I believe this is the king's in... Okay, this transposed into an English. Or... Is this also called the ready? I'm not sure. Okay, so clear thread here. Both players just developing normally. So what's the idea? I think black must be looking at takes, but I'm sure that's a poison pawn. The computer likes to set dangerous traps up like that. I think black may just be better off maybe castling, or yeah, it's hard to say. Okay, so white wants to establish potentially a knight on c4. Although This knight is kind of stopping that idea. The computer not flinching and grabbing the bishop pair like a human would. Wow. I think White's gonna trade this bishop off very quickly. Actually, maybe not. I take that back. I was looking at the fact that both of these knights had pressure on e4, but White may have something on the king side. Sorry, queen side. The point here is if takes, okay. I think queen b7 is to stop queen b5 after a5, so that may still happen. I mean, clearly White is just threatening to take here, so I mean, if we look at the pieces, White's dark squared bishop is better. I'd say this knight is better than this bishop, but yeah, I'd say it's pretty equal, or close to equal. Maybe slight advantage to White. Interesting. I'm not sure what the implications of this move are. I thought White's bishop was doing a good job controlling that diagonal here. Okay, so now what? Black needs to be careful, but I think I like black here. And really the only justification I have for that statement is the fact that black's pawns are a little bit further than white's. I mean, really, this is most likely a draw with accurate play. I mean, opposite colored bishop. Yeah, seems to be drawish. But of course, ChessNetwork is down on time just because the computer is so fast. But if black can trade the queens off, then it's probably a draw, an easy draw, not just a theoretical one. Yeah, this is probably a draw. The computer offered a draw. Wow. Okay, that's cool. That's sportsmanlike of the computer. Okay, are they gonna play again, or did we just catch the end of it here? Alright, it looks like they've finished, so I'll call that a video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this novice kibitzing. Alright, catch you guys next time.